Hey YouTube, this is going to be a video where I display my rocket cube and the steps I went through to make it. These are the plans that started my idea for the rocket cube. I was sitting at a table on New Year's Eve and came up with this design and a couple others. These next few pictures are from my first three-dimensional shape of what my puzzle would look like, and as you can see, it's just paper taped to a regular Rubik's cube. Next, I wanted to find a way to make a working prototype, and to do that I used cardboard. I just taped the cardboard to a Rubik's cube, and it actually functioned the way I wanted it to, so that was good. This is a little video I put on Facebook to show my friends the progress I was making on the cube. There are some bugs, as you can see, like right there. There's a piece that breaks off, so I had to retape that later on. For the most part, I thought this was a really successful run-through on displaying the cube, and even though it is just cardboard, that it can function the way I wanted it to. After my cardboard prototype, I started working on making molds and casting pieces out of liquid plastic. I assembled the pieces into a rough shape and then began to shape it further. One of my friends decided to take a picture while I was working on my cube. This is what the final shape turned out to be. From there, it was on to priming and then spray painting the pieces. And here's the final product after painting. And here's the final cube. So I had to make my own stickers. So as you can see, some of them are a bit off, but for the most part, they are pretty decent, I think. The bottom part was kind of difficult because of the weird angles that have it, but for the most part, it's pretty good, especially since I had to do measurements on weird angles and things like that. So, as for turning of this, it turned pretty well, but the only problem I had with it was that when it first came out and after the spray paint was added, it really stuck together, and in certain places you can see that it might be a little worn away. There's one that's really bad. Like right here, you can see that it really took a chunk out of it. But it still works great and it still looks pretty well. So, turns nicely. So let's do a scramble of this thing and see what it looks like scrambled up. So I was thinking about maybe doing a solve of this, but because I'm not a speed cuber, I decided that that would be bad because I don't want to sit here and take like 5 minutes trying to solve this, because that would just be too much and be pretty boring just watching me try to solve this thing because of the not as decent turning as a normal speed cube is, and because I don't know the algorithms for speed cubing. But as you can see, here is the mixed up version. So I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so now some concluding remarks. After I got done with this and showed some of my family and friends, they started giving me ideas for a second version of this puzzle, which I really like the idea. So I already have an idea of a version 2 of this kind of puzzle. And I don't want to give it away because I might be making a video about that one too. So we'll see how that goes. But for the most part, this is decent puzzle. I like it. But the biggest thing about it was, as I was making the prototype and everything, it got me really anxious to finish it, but I couldn't finish it until I was back home for spring break. And so it was just really bugging me that I couldn't finish it. And then I had to wait on stickers after it was finished, so that bugged me even more. So that was just the hardest part was waiting on actually finishing this cube. But it's rewarding to actually finish what you started, and I like it, and I've gotten some pretty good compliments about it. So that's my rocket cube. Thanks for watching.